So is this the end of Target stock? What's going on, guys? It's Ricky here with Tactical Solutions. I thought that I would talk about the interesting but yet controversial topic of Target. Target, obviously, after this controversial backlash from the media, Target stock has not been performing very well. It's not been performing very well so much that it's literally having the longest losing streak in 23 years. Feel free to comment down below if you support or disagree with what Target has done down in the comment section. But with all opinions aside, I wanted to jump into this and to ask myself a very simple question. Removing myself and my opinions about a specific company, how and why is it selling off? And is it going to be the end of Target? Or really the big question, is this a potential opportunity for long-term investors to be able to buy Target at a discounted rate because of a short-lived sell-off? So let's go ahead and jump right into it. Looking at Target stock, I want to perform a technical analysis first, right? Looking at this on the day chart, we are literally at 52-week lows. I want to show you guys the quick math very quickly. From overall lows of 126.75, we can see that based off of previous all-time highs of 259, which again, this was way back in 2021. I'm not saying that it's going to get all the way back to this price point. I'm just saying that that is previous all-time highs, and I want to compare it to that, right? Patterns tend to repeat themselves. They don't always have to, but I think it's interesting to be able to see where we are now versus where we have been before. Based off of that, 104%. You guys can see my little trend line tool right there that calculates the potential for ROI if Target were to make a full recovery. Now that is really interesting to me because as an investor, kind of going back to the very basics, just like Warren Buffett says, be greedy when others are fearful, or be fearful when others are greedy. Obviously, there's a lot of fear in the market for Target stock right now. But now let's jump into their financials, right? What about their quarterly earning reports? Does this sell-off actually support the case of what they previously just reported? No, right? If you actually look at their quarterly financials that was just released, if I'm not mistaken, let me double check. So, yep, just released on May 17th. So, as you guys can see, their earnings per share, their EPS, there was an expected earnings per share of 1.76, reported 2.05. A surprise beat of expectation of 16.36%. Revenue expectation was $25.25 billion, reported $25.32 billion. Now, again, I'm not saying that Target stock needs to recover anytime soon. The cheap can get cheaper. That's the very simple aspect of what's going on right now. This thing can continue to sell off. And the more the merrier, right? Because the more that it sells off, the cheaper I could potentially buy it for. But the question that I really wanted to entertain is, if you believe that this is the end of Target stock, then of course, let's walk away from this and never look at this again. But all opinions aside, based off of its previous performance and looking at its history, Target stock has been a very strong performing stock. Now, of course, every company has its struggles and its rough patches, but I think like as an investor, it's really important to ask yourself those very difficult questions during a very uncertain time. Of course, we're never going to be able to predict the bottom of a stock perfectly, but you don't have to, right? Ask yourself a simple question. Is this the end of Target stock? And if not, is this a potential dip buy opportunity for long-term investors that can get it at a discount? I want you guys to decide. Let me know down in the comment section. Is Target stock a stock that you would entertain the idea of investing in if it begins to show signs of a recovery? Or is Target stock, based off of what they did, a stock that you would never want to even put $1 into and it's pretty much dead to you? Let me know down below. Let me know in the comment section also if you agree with kind of this concept. I find it to be very interesting that while this is kind of a controversial topic because of what's going on with Target, I think it's very interesting to remove the emotions and the opinions aside and just to dive in a little bit deeper into opportunity, because that's most likely why you watch my channel, not because of my political or personal opinions or beliefs about how someone else should live their life, right? So I really hope that you can take this video as a grain of salt, but I thought it was an interesting enough topic to talk about of a stock that has performed well in the past before. It beat previous expectations based off of previous earnings. Of course, things can get worse before they get better, but understanding the idea that this could be a potential opportunity if this is a short-lived sell-off. I hope that it earned a thumbs up. Please consider subscribing. I want to remind you that I do trade live every morning using the Webull trading platform. If you guys haven't downloaded this platform, they have a great promotion going on right now. It's free to sign up. You can deposit $5, and if you use my link, which is the first link in the description down below, you'll earn up to 12 free shares by depositing $5 right now. Again, that's on the Webull trading application. You don't have to use it, but that's the trading application that I use every single day. I appreciate your time. If you have any questions, feel free to send me a direct message. And like always, let's make sure that we end the year on a green note. Take it easy, team.